No, it's completely different. It's completely different. See, yours is on the left and right. No, they are very, very similar. They are very similar. Even like the magnets on the edges of it too. All right, everybody. Dragonshire, map number 1, second best of 3 of the day. We did check out another best of 3, but we only cast one game of that, so that's not going to go on YouTube or anything like that. So second best of 3 of the day. We're in the lower bracket semifinal. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Storm League Enjoyers. And on the right, it is going to be Vinland Raiders. That's not right. These players are not on the right sides per the bracket. What a bunch of doo-doo butts. Hold on. Hold on. Players are on the incorrect sides. I was like, wait a minute. Sven is on the side of Vinland Raiders, and Sven's on the left. Give me 1 second. It's actually better. Give me 1 second. It's way better to scale it out on this scene. So give me 2 seconds. Just... There we go. All right. Welcome back. So this is Dragonshire map number 1. We do have the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. There are no pre-banned heroes. There's no tournament bans, so we don't have any sort of like base ban onto Hanzo or anything like that. So everybody's up and available at the start. Obviously, there's bans at the top of the screen. Those don't add to the list. It's only heroes that are picked and played will be added to the ban list. Metric Allen keys versus Imperial ones, maybe. I have 2 sets up here in Canada because of that. Really, Susborn, huh? Maybe the faucet that they put into the kitchen, because the old owners of this house did a lot of like DIY, and not like crazy bad stuff. Like it was just like, oh yeah, no, that definitely was done by like, that was definitely not done professionally, but it's, you know, good enough. So I think maybe they got it cheap from Canada or Europe or something. I don't know. That could be it. That could be it, Susborn. It's not a bad recommendation. But I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna go through this kit later today and try and see if that's the right one, the right key, or the right hex head. And I should have got more tea. All right, we'll do that later. So we are here, Dragonshire. The next map, 7:47 in the morning. God dang it. What I will say, what I do like about having these super early tournaments. It sucks that I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to be ready by 6 a.m. to start stream. But it is really nice that like stream day ends at like noon, 1 o'clock for me, and I have the entire afternoon. Like I have like 6-7 hours to just like dick around. Granted, I yesterday spent 5 hours just sitting on the computer editing videos. Oh, I also replaced the sub alert for 30 to 39 subs if anyone's feeling super generous today. Which those subs, by the way, could be utilized in the Final Fantasy VII bid war that we got going on. But anyways, that's all aside. Let's talk about some Heroes of Storm. We're in the second ban phase of Dragonshire. Sylvanas was banned up by the side of Vinland Raiders. Storm League Enjoyers on the right will get rid of a Diablo. Junkrat, Rhaegar, Johanna for the side of Storm League Enjoyers, as it's a Brightwing Hanzo for Vinland Raiders. Obviously, this is going to be a Cho'Gall. Obviously, it's a Cho'Gall out of nowhere. Now, with the Johanna Hanzo, I don't hate the idea of like a Muradin. I like the CC he brings to the table. You get another form. You get something else on top of the polymorph of Brightwing. It's going to be an Arthas and a Dahaka, okay? I don't mind the Arthas, actually. Auto attack speed, slow is pretty strong. I actually wonder if this is going to be a hypercarry Hanzo. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing a Stabby Daddy or a Green Jesus, or I wouldn't mind seeing like Imperius or Thrall for the side of Vinland Raiders, but I think they might go Shimada Bros, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Genji is up and available, and it probably will be Shimada Bros for more mobility. Falstad could be picked up if they want to go triple global. As I said, I like the idea of the Imperius or the Thrall quite a bit, especially into Rexar. Like, Thrall into Rexar is really, really nice. Arthas into Rexar actually might not be too bad, but then you have a main tank to Haka, so doubtful. It's the Shimada Bros. I mean, that makes the most sense, but yeah. Arthas first game, huh? Yeah, it's a little surprising, BRB Soaking. It is a little surprising, not gonna lie. Your house is a mess. Why didn't anyone clean it up for you? Woo, winter cleaning. Hey, glad to have you back. Glad to have you back home and safe, bud. Glad to have you back home and safe. Alright. Glad to know you made it all the way back home safe, and now you get to chill out. Now you get to chill out, forget what. Start prediction. Which team wins? Dragonshire. Vinland Raiders or SL Enjoy Heroes. On the West Ham side of the map, we are going to be looking at a Vinland Raiders composition. A Hagoa. We'll be playing your Brightwing. We've got a, you get one per series. You got a Joan to play the Arthas, Gaff on Genji, Sven, Dahaka, and Nano Hanzo. To the east side of our map, Storm League Enjoyers. Alvarez will be your Rexar, Misha to play Misha, Aaron on the Mephisto, Ryan, your Johanna, Lovkul will be the Rhaegar, and last but not least, Aether Junkrat. John doesn't like meta tanks. Yeah, that's true. I do say that quite often. I mean, I've seen, like, in Heroes Lounge as well. I've caught a couple of their games here and there, and it's like, Mal'Ganis. And they're not even, like, the meta madness style of draft. They're just like, I'm gonna play Mal'Ganis. And it's like, okay. Captain Rex with the details. Oh, by the way, Captain Rex, beautiful pop-off yesterday. I actually posted it on Twitter, and I featured the clip on Twitch, which means that it should be presented more or whatever. It should pop up on people's, I don't know, timelines, whatever you call it on Twitch, but it is on Twitter. It was a beautiful pop-off yesterday, Captain Rex. Oh my god. I can't get over that Li Ming play on the bottom lane. For like 3 days, and you're heading to California to visit the sister-in-law to see her commission into the army. Oh, congratulations for her. And that's awesome. The Ming combo, yeah. Reset City yesterday. Sorry, I can't talk. My brain does not work this early in the day.
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay
by the third best of 3, I'm usually awake and functioning, but the first 2 series of the day I just struggle through. Absolutely, bud. Credit where it's due. That was just really, really cool to see. If you'd like the video or whatever, I have it downloaded. If you hit me up on Discord, I can just message it to you. Or you're welcome to just like there's Twitch clip rippers if you just want to do that too. I don't mind. All right, Chattering Teeth. Gonna meet a Howling Blast from Arthas. Did go into the Frost Presence level 1. So I already have the 5 hits for the 2-second cooldown. At 10 hits, you get the blast range increase, and at 20, when the quest is complete, you also get the heroes are rooted along the path. Death Coil level 4 as well. Just skimming through some of the talents. Oh, I never started the prediction. I apologize, chat. Sorry, I thought I started it ages ago. My bad. I literally just looked over and I was like, oh, I forgot to start the prediction. Sorry about that. Well, you got to see a bit more of the game than anticipated. Thank you, Susborn. Yeah, you caught it just as I realized it. Oh, Arthas is doing his best to back away. Soothing Mist from Brightwing, is it enough? It is. Meanwhile, Genji gets picked off. And that will be a DC. Just as I start the gamble. One player, looks like they DC'd. We actually have no message from... looks like there's lag on one of the players. Okay, so there we go. So gamble is up and available. If you'd like to make a Twitch prediction. I need a cup of tea. Super duper bad. Anybody excited for the sports games today? Y'all excited for big time sports? I am very curious about the Lions game. I am curious about the outcome of that one. All right, readies are being requested. Jump back into this game. Alrighty. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Sorry about that. I'd like to see Lions break the curse. Crimson King? Me too, bud. Time for a beer. 7:55 in the morning. I do not want a beer at 7:55 in the morning. Maybe during the grand finals, but not at 7:55 in the morning. No, thank you. I need more tea first. I need to hydrate. I'm excited for the big time esports right here. I mean, it's also GDQ day today as well. Games Done Quick kicks off in like 30 minutes or something. You're a Cowboy fan, your wife's a Packers fan, so... Oh, you know what? Kel, this is what you should do. 9:55 a.m., excuse me. You know what you should do, Kel? Put a simple, like... Put, like, a wager on it for, like, household chores. Like, nothing crazy, like, you know, you do laundry for a week or something like that, you know? Make it interesting. Or the loser has to make the other one their favorite meal. Like, if your wife makes really good lasagna and you make a killer steak, you know? Something like that, where, like, people pretty much win, like, both of you win out either way. Laundry one, I don't know. I don't mind doing laundry, but that's what you should do. That's what you should do. GDQ isn't what it used to be. I enjoy the cause. I enjoy the camaraderie that it brings. I think there's a lot of positives for GDQ. I can understand that people's reasons for not liking it or not enjoying it. I'm sure, yeah. There's all that stuff. I mean, that's what happens in communities. There's people that like My Heroes casting over others, and there's people that don't. It is what it is. But the cause behind it, like that's the best part in my opinion. For every score, take a shot. What, are you guys gonna go to bed at like 6:30? Another pause, unfortunately. Sorry about this, chat. Is GDQ different or are you different? Hashtag deep. You're drinking a beer, it's a Marzen because you missed it? Oh, nice, nice, nice. It was funny, forget what I was thinking. I thought of you like a day or two ago when I was buying beer, and I went to Bevmo, and they had the proper good German beers there. The one that starts with a W and it's like this long of a name. Not Warsteiner, it's another one that's a W. Warsteiner is the one that I do know. That's actually one of my favorite beers. That was like the first thing that I would get in Germany all the time. Is this the first game? This is the first map in our second best of 3 of the day. We're in the lower bracket semifinals. So we did the lower bracket quarterfinals. Then I casted one game of the other series in the lower bracket quarterfinals because mine went really quick. Now we're in the lower bracket semifinals. After this is the lower bracket final, and then after that is the grand finals. Everything but the grand finals is a best of 3. Maybe it's that, forget what. I have to take a picture of it. I have to take a picture of it next time I go to Bevmo and send it to you in Discord or something like that. What's up, Random? How you doing today, bud? It's exactly what you're just not 22 anymore. You work overnight, so you usually sleep by 8 or 9 p.m. on days. Yeah. So quick. I mean, we've been streaming for 2 hours, and we're getting into technically the second best of 3 of the day, so Yesterday we did 4 best of 3s, and the stream was about 6 hours long, and I'm expecting the same today. Concussion Mine will split the Hanzo. Well, that's it. Just a little bit of poke here and there. We'll see Dragon Strike Hanzo level 10, X Strike Genji, Blink Heal Brightwing, Sindragosa Arthas, and Isolation Dahaka. Meanwhile, Storm League Enjoyers will have the Ancestral, Riptire, Bless Shield, Durance of Hate, and the Boars to unleash. It should be there like yesterday, forget what. I shipped it out on Tuesday in hopes of kind of getting it arriving like right when you got back. And they said it should arrive Saturday, but I also, yeah. After stream, I have the receipt, I could go look at the tracking on the receipt, it's just in my car. Ancestor Healing will be thrown down onto the Mephisto. He will be able to jump back into the team fight. Junkrat will get a nice Concussion Mine. Brightwing to be split. Takes a Riptide to the face. The Durance of Fate not connecting. Flare from Rexar to continue to supply some vision. So Alvarez can chase onto Sven, but no kill onto Dahaka as he taps the bush and gets the speed boost out of there. Yeah, I shipped out 2 paintings on Monday or Tuesday, and they said that it should arrive on Saturday. Yesterday. But as I mentioned, post is sometimes a little slow, especially getting off the mountain. I don't know why. Oh, Rexar can't get the channel in time. Sven has the Sunshrine in the top lane. Arthas on 17 stacks of his level 1. Dahaka on 5 of his enhanced agility. It's all good. Oh, I just want it there and safe in your possession. That's all I want. This is the most nerve-wracking time for me when I ship a painting, because I'm just like, I've done my best to package it up real nice and good. It's on USPS to just not punt it. As long as I don't get the Ace Ventura delivery person, I think I'm okay. Riptire into the enemy team. Arthas trying to back away. Our Brightwing is going to blink around, and she does go down to Mephisto. Meanwhile, Genji jumps in and takes the counter kill, or gets the counter kill, onto the Johanna. Activates his Deflect, able to Cybernetic Agility away. Meanwhile, Arthas is getting a little low. He's going to try and wiggle his way through the fort front gate. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get a kill, or he's not going to be able to stay alive right there, but he does finish out his level 1. Dahaka burrows in. Uses his, or brush stalks in, burrows under the ground. Went for an isolation, but it's on a 10-second cooldown because of the Concussion Mine of Junkrat. You like this Dahaka skin? The Mecha Dahaka skins are fantastic, absolutely.
To save this realm. Now it burns.
Working in the ship industry, I always stress whenever I ship anything remotely fragile, yeah. I package it up real nice in cardboard. Like, I wrap it in tons of tape as well. And then, I also write fragile all over it. Knock on wood. I've shipped a bunch of paintings. They've all arrived safely. Just feel like there'll be one day when it happens, and I'm gonna feel so bad about it. Well, Arthas throws down the Howling Blast as the members of Vinland Raiders disengage. Hanzo chilling in top lane. No level 16 on either side. 1 to 6 in kills, favoring Storm League Enjoyers. As the Dragonite is going to get a kick onto Hanzo.
I have seen enough for now.
Exactly. Alright, so 16, Feign Death, Spread Volley. I forget this one is Static Field. I temporarily lost track of a painting for Obama in 2010. I bet he was really cool about it, honestly. I bet he was actually really cool about it. Mephisto jumping in. Huge siege in the bottom lane. This is a massive wave. Catapult, Siege Giants. Durance of Hate will be thrown out. Boars go out as well. It just kind of zones the Brightwing to the side. Meanwhile, Dahaka looks to step in. No 16 talent tier, but the bottom lane keep is still alive. Syndragosa goes out. Hanzo with the Dragon Strike onto a few enemies. Misha's the only thing to be picked off in this engagement. Genji goes in with an X-Strike after the Swift Strike in. Activates the Deflect, but it's not going to be enough as Johanna takes down the Genji. Riptire coming out from Junkrat. A bite on the butt to Brightwing, and Lothkul finds a kill. I think they go keep and end.
My beloved is gone, but his
I believe this will be keep and end right here in the bottom lane. Especially now that Hanzo's dead. Especially.
core is taking damage.
Durance of Hate onto the Arthas right now. Concussion Mine pulls him towards the enemy team. Johanna looking to step in and chase with the sustained damage and condemn. Mephisto gets hit with an isolation, gets a whole heckload of shielding. That right there is going to be a team kill achieved by Storm League Enjoyers. Genji respawns. He takes down the Junkrat, but the core will fall. GG, well played. Storm League Enjoyers take map number 1. Well, chat. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Banshee Cup. My name is Bahamut. We had a little, it looks like the players had a tiny little break between games. Was perfect for us. We were able to go get ourselves a cup of tea. Got myself some water as well. And let's go ahead and see what we got here for map number 2, Alterac Pass. As a reminder, this tournament series does use the Meta Madness style of draft heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. So the 10 heroes we saw on the previous map, like Arthas, Johanna, Junkrat, Mephisto, all of them will be unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. When we get into the next best of 3, the lower bracket final, that pool will reset back to every hero available. Heroes banned at the top of the screen do not add to the list of heroes. They only pertain to the current map draft. So if Vinland Raiders can take a W here on Alterac Pass, and Anub'arak is now banned away on the 3rd map, they could pick it up. Managing team, uploading flames and whatever's oh, damn. Alright, Blaze first pick. Blaze will kick things off for Alterac Pass. Brightwing, Dahaka was already played. Falstad is up and available if they want a global. Abathur is up. This is actually a pretty good map for Abathur because of the massive value you can get from Mule. Like, you don't have constant pressure. Well, not like constant, but you don't have crazy amounts of pressure constantly being applied to all your front gates and stuff like that. Usually it's like mid lane being shoved in, so you can just drop Mule down there consistently, or in that lane consistently, and then just safely defend the other lanes. So maybe we see an Abathur, but it's very possible for either side. Sylvanas Muradin will be the start out for Storm League Enjoyers. Really, really good start for them. I mean, siege potential and overall tanking really strong. Would like to see a little more CC in their composition, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Tracer Malfurion, all right. The Abathur is still a consideration here. Abathur hat on Tracer. Tyrael is also a consideration as well. Tyrael, Tracer, Malfurion was something that was being run earlier today, so we could see that as a priority as well. So Abathur, Tyrael, all good bans if they want to lean in those directions. I will say that the members of Storm League Enjoyers do have first pick after this ban phase, so try and ban out what they don't want to deal with, and maybe try and snatch up what they do need. Okay. Healer ban? Or are they gonna look for the global? Get rid of the Falstead, get rid of the Abathur. Target ban Samuro, maybe? No, I don't know if actually Storm League and Jurors have a Samuro player. They will get rid of the Hammer, though. The Hammer would be not fun to deal with in this composition, especially with Tracer just trying to poke in. It just does not work out with the Tracer composition, so heads up ban onto the Hammer. Go! As we take a look and see what we got here for our latter half of the draft. Alright, Urel Uther. Is it solo heal Uther? Murd and Urel, Sylvanas, like they all have some sort of self-sustain or can lean into it even heavier with some talents. So maybe it is solo heal Uther, and then they just pick up some more damage like a mage. Or they go for the double support. I don't think they will. Let's see what we get here.
The wait is over.
Cassia for a blind, and Diablo will be your main tank. Pretty aggressive and fun draft from Vinland Raiders, though. Pretty decent draft from Vinland Raiders when it comes to just dive burst potential. Could be taking us into a map number 3 with that. Last pick. All right, so what do they want to do with this? Wave clear isn't horrible. CC is all right. I don't know. It's Hypercarry Sylvanas. They're gonna pick up Stabby Daddy. Urel can heal too. Can't she heal herself? Or are you talking about healing allies with like the Vindication talents or something? I think it's Vindication. The Banshee Cup logo always overlaps the bottom left character model slight lead, and it's like Diablo kind of looks like he has giant hair. I don't know why it kind of looks it looks funny. All right, which team wins? Alterac pass. Teabag away. Enjoy myself some black tea and more casting. Okay, on the east side of the map, we're taking a look at the members of Storm League Enjoyers. Up in this best of 3 lower bracket semifinal. Winner of this moves on to the lower bracket final. Up next, we have an Aether Urel, Rai, Muradin, Lavkol, Uther. Alvarez will be your Imperius, and it is an Arion Sylvanas. To the west side of the map, Gaff will be playing Tracer for the side of Vinland Raiders. Haigao will be your Malfurion. Joan Ayaya will play Diablo. Nano on the Cassian. Sven will be your Blaze. All right, I will not forget the prediction this time. What's up, Ninja? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you, Duder. Hope you're well. Emo Diablo, yeah, right. All right, we won't forget the prediction this time, but we are going to wait a few moments here just to see what Diablo takes for his level 1 and see if maybe we get any sort of mid-lane fight, potential blow-up onto this Blaze, and absolutely not. Blaze gets the Pyromania, heals from Malfurion are just in time, and Blaze is able to walk away with just a touch, or just a chunk of HP. Devils do level 1 for the Diablo. Muradin is going to go into third win. Stun onto Blaze. They really want this kill. They really want that kill onto Blaze. All right, Twitch prediction has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Get your gambles in. You're slowly waking up. Thank you, Ash Mantle. Shadow Charge to close the distance onto Imperius. He pops his Molten Armor. Did he use Stab there? That was weird. That was a weird interaction. 2,000 to 180. Y'all don't believe in Stabby Daddy? I mean, he did go the wrong level 1, though. So bottom's cleared out. Yrel is harassed by Tracer. It's kind of whatever for Yrel right now. Level 4s are here. Wave of Light on 12 stacks for the Uther. Mid lane going to be crashing under the fort front gate. Null Pack is going to be pushed in here. Diablo uses a minion to Shadow Charge away. Black Arrow's activated by the Sylvanas. She wants to try and amplify the siege. Diablo's stepping up a little bit, and Sylvanas just wiggling back and forth, making sure that Diablo doesn't get into range of the overpower Shadow Charge. You used all your points yesterday on Cho'Gall and lost. And we had a Cho'Gall earlier today. Stabby Daddy comes through! And Imperius finds the setup for the kill onto Diablo. No souls for him to buy back in, only 22 currently. And our first objective phase, up and available here on the north side of the map. 30 seconds of channel time necessary. Imperius has made his way back down to bottom lane. And the gate will take some damage as Sven heals up a bit on his oil slick ignited. Alright. Belief in Vinland Raiders to take us into a map number 3. We'll see if that will be the case. So far, it's been 2 early game kills to the side of Storm League Enjoyers, and they're pulling a little bit ahead in experience because of that. Another camp to be grabbed over here on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, Siege Camp is up in 10 seconds. And Diablo going to clear out these jailers over here. I don't think he's going to go for the channel, but if you clear out these jailers, they won't respawn until you activate the objective timer or countdown. 7 talent here will trickle in a little bit faster for Storm League Enjoyers. They're looking at Diablo right here. There's no Imperius for a Celestial Charge. Once again, Diablo using a minion to be able to Shadow Charge away. Nothing wrong with that. Just more disengaged than engagement from these Shadow Charges I've been feeling or been noticing. Mid lane camp is going to be pushed in once again. Sylvanas does have possession as well. She has Festering Wounds level 7. Yrel joins in to try and take down this fort front gate, and they're going to guarantee that, yeah. Haunting Wave is a disengage. Yrel in bottom lane is going to catch the soak that Imperius is missing because he did Hearth out completely, and is going to be heading towards top lane. Diablo clears out the jailers. Is he going to consider going for the channel? Yes. Stab? No stab. There's the stab. Unfortunately, sorry about that, chat. I was looking at the engagement in top lane. Didn't notice that the Tracer was able to whittle down the Yrel, and that will be a kill over to the side of Vinland Raiders. Taking a look here in the top lane, Sven gets the channel on the objective phase, and that will be 30-second countdown started. Just a little tab out for me really quickly. Oh, with the 10 talent here almost here, let's cycle through the other numbers. Fight's gonna break out around the objective area. Celestial Charge, I don't think got a connection right there. Uther gets the delay, but he's actually delayed out because of the oil slick of Blaze. A little bit of poke here and there. Pulse Bomb from Tracer almost takes down the Sylvanas. 40-something HP is the lowest I saw her health go. And it looks like Imperius will be sacrificed. The objective phase goes over to Vinland Raiders. And we'll see what value they're able to gain from this as the experience is going to be equalized. Maybe they'll pull a little bit ahead in experience because the heroic kill, later game heroic kills adding up to nearly double the experience from the early. Yeah, it's a 2,000 difference already. You like Sven's Skinergy. Oh, that was actually really, really good. I love that. That's well done, Sven. Fend in from Cassia. Nano just poking onto Muradin. Diablo hits level 10, so he has the reduced Soulstone consumption. Malfurion, Tranquility, Lightning Breath, Ball, Lightning, Cassia. The assumed Pulse Bomb upgrade will be Sticky Bomb and Bunker for Blaze. We actually did have a Combustion Blaze game yesterday. Down over in bottom lane, Imperius is going to be picking up Wrath of Angiris, or the Sky Suplex as we sometimes call it. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas was actually used in mid lane already. Ardent Defender for Yrel. Muradin with Avatar and Divine Shield for the Uther, which it looks like he used that one already as well. Yrel jumps in from top lane. Muradin slept and rooted, but he is not going to be picked off. Imperius in bottom lane is trying to save the fort, but it does look like the objective phase and the minions should take this down. Diablo goes in with, oh, little miss right there with the Wrath of Angiris. trying to grab one of the enemies, but unfortunately Sylvanas will be picked off. Diablo is full on Soulstone. Well, it's looking pretty good for Vinland Raiders in map number 2 of this best of 3 series. Looking a little bit better for Vinland Raiders. 3-2 in kills, a little bit of an experience advantage. They ticked down the first fort, but level 16s, level 20, those are big power spikes and moments for these players. Sven and Malfurion will be going ahead and getting full mana as they hearth out completely. Tranquility up in 5 seconds for Malfurion. Yrel soaking up top lane. Tracer, Cassie, and Diablo will clear out mid. What's up, Kigiri? Good morning, bud. How was Lethal Company last night? What's up, Kalis? Good to see you as well. Hope you're all doing well today. Thanks for coming by the stream. Appreciate you being here. Tracer starts the boss in top. Tracer starts the boss in top. Boss in bottom was taken down a little low. The gate is going to be lost. Meanwhile, oh, hold on. Sven, is he going to get picked off here? Jet propulsion onto Imperius. Diablo harassing the Yrel above. You didn't think you'd enjoy it, but you're hella into it? Oh, I'm glad to hear. That's always fun to find a game like that. Blasphemous was kind of like that for me. I've been really enjoying Blasphemous lately. We'll probably finish it up this week sometime. We're also starting Final Fantasy VII, the original, on Wednesday. We got a bid war for the names currently. What else do we have? I finished Lies of P. Absolutely loved Lies of P. Absolutely loved it. I think I'm going to make a sub-goal in the future for a New Game Plus playthrough. Maybe we'll try and get, like, the true ending or whatever. I have to look up and see how involved the true ending is. Yeah. Blasphemous has been really, really fun, especially because I haven't had to look up anything. I was nearly stuck at the end of the stream on Wednesday, and then I found like 2 new pathways to go in the game. So I was like, all right, and I beat another one of the major bosses. So I'm like, all right. I've put like 6 hours into the game. I think like I could probably play it for a total of like 9 hours. That's pretty good content right there. So what's up, Kzenim? You got soaked by sudden rain when playing Pokemon Go, but fortunately I'm inside and dry now. That's a good excuse to make some hot chocolate. Make sure you get that core temperature back up. Yeah, Blasphemous has been really, really fun. Okay, so we're kind of at a little bit of a standstill right now. Both teams looking for 16 talent tier. Pulse Bomb donated to the Yrel as Diablo comes in with a Shadow Charge. Tracer trying to take down this health bar a little bit further. Malfurion will activate his Tranquility. We had an Ardent Defender on Yrel. Divine Shield was already used as well. Diablo gets the Shadow Charge onto Sylvanas, but the Windrunner gets the second charge of the Haunting Wave, and Sylvanas is out of there. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Imperius is still soaking things up and clearing out these the Null Pack that was pushing onto this fort. Let's see, 16 talent tier, no Celestial Charge to connect onto Gaff. Little more experience is needed for the side of Storm League enjoyers. They'll find this off this mid wave. Alright, Will of the Forsaken, Templar's Verdict. Molten Shield upgrade for our Imperius, Heavy Impact or Dwarf Launch for the Muradin, as well as the Benediction on the Uther. Bunker activated by the Blaze. Celestial Charge, I think, connecting onto Sven. There's a Wrath of Ingerius will displace the Diablo. But Sylvanas goes down on the right-hand side. Cassie was able to dive into the backline and take it down. the Banshee Queen. Uther will be picked off by the Tracer. It's looking like this is a fight that's going all for Vinland Raiders. They will lose their Cassia. The objective phase does go to the side of Vinland Raiders, and man, Vinland Raiders pick up a triple kill. They lose their Cassia. They can't be too upset about that right now. Malfurion looks like he's hearthing out. Gonna get full mana. Nicely done from Vinland Raiders. They continue to hold out Alterac Pass. Okie dokie. Mid fort has gone down. Blaze is pushing up the top lane. Diablo, Malfurion rotate into bottom. Shadow Charge onto Yrel. Lightning Breath activated as well. Trying to cook up the enemy team here. Yrel is forced to tap well. She'll rotate out towards mid lane. Looks like bottom is going to be cleared out and no keep to be lost on the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Sven does confirm the keep in top lane. The rest of the team is rotated to mid. Hold on. Muradin's overpowered. Diablo has the Shadow Charge in. Divine Shield forced out as the ball lightning from Cassia doesn't get that much value. Haunting Wave in from Sylvanas. No activation as there's already the Sylvanas health bar is already really low. Wailing Arrow does go out. I think it only got a silence on the Cassia right there. Yrel trying to jump in. Blaze gets picked off. That's a nice moment for Storm League Enjoyers. Drekthar clears out the top lane objective. Muradin dwarf tossing in, lands the Stormbolt, but he's gapping his team. No one else around to try and take down Diablo, and Muradin's losing a little bit here and there. Yrel's doesn't. Oh, she does have Ardent Defender actually. If she wants to pop that, Pulse Bomb will not connect onto her. This Muradin, this Diablo is living for just so long. Blinds from Cassia going out. Tracer gets the kill onto Sylvanas. Stun into the Cassia. She's going to return a Lightning Fury into Yrel and Uther. Yrel gets the Divine Steed. She's out of there. Also had the Righteous Hammer to bop back the enemy. Tracer does not take down Muradin as he has that Dwarf Launch level 16 to gap her. All right, massive wave in top lane, but it will not end since there are still 2 keeps up and available. But boss is going to be called for bottom lane. Boss in the bottom lane, and this will take down keep. I don't think you can actually clear the boss quick enough with the available damage. Blaze has grabbed Siege Camp from mid lane. Boss goes into bottom. I assume they all push in together and maybe look for a victory here.
The Hordes capture more of our troops. You know what to do.
Vinland Raiders got 20 talents here. They're a push away from taking map number 2 and making this a best of 1. Infinite Lightning for the Cassie at level 20. No 20 talents here on the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Muradin Dwarf tosses in. Blaze answers with a Jet Propulsion. Yrel jumping in to try and split the Cassia back. The boss is going to take down the keep. Lightning Breath activated by the Diablo. Rye is getting really low on the Muradin. Did use Avatar already. Divine Shield is activated on Imperious. Is that Hellstorm level 20? It is. I was like, man, that is taking forever for Lightning Breath to end. Uther will be picked off. No 20, no redemption. Alvarez goes in for a Celestial Charge. Tries to abduct one of the enemies with a Super Sky Suplex, but Tracer gets the kill. Finds the Sylvanas here as well. Ardent Defender activated. Drekthar is dropping, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be heading into a map number 3 in this lower bracket semifinal. GG, well played. Vinland Raiders takes Alterac Pass. Oh, so true, Tom. So true, bud. Okay. Ooh-wee. Murloc mains and Cho'Gall champions. We are here into map number 3, Cursed Hollow. On the left-hand side, we got Vinland Raiders. On the right, it is going to be Storm League Enjoyers. And we are going to be determining who's going to the lower bracket final up next. And it'll be through Cursed Hollow. All right, Viking ban immediately. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a Abathur ban as well. I would not be surprised at an Abathur ban. But they're considering. Vinland Raiders considering what they don't want to deal with. Cho'Gall was not played in this series. I don't know if they really want to play Cho'Gall on... don't know if they really want to play Cho'Gall on Cursed Hollow. It's not like a bad map for him. There's no bad maps for Cho'Gall. Everyone knows that. Lucio banned out. Vikings banned away. Hogger removed as well. Cursed Hollow. I think Hanzo, Genji, they've all been played. Falstad's up and available. Falstad's fantastic for this map. Vala, I believe, is up and available. She's got some great poke potential, mobility. Yeah, the Falstad I can't blame. Can't blame banning out Swiftwing and having that global factor. But it's a Chromie first pick. Chromie first pick. So maybe like a Varian taunt. Like charge taunt, Chromie burst, and that's it. That's a possibility. Or they just go Samuro Abathur at the start. They could Samuro Abathur. I'm curious. Garrosh Anduin. Okay. Toss, Chastise. Okay, so some decent baseline abilities. Garrosh has the Indomitable. So he doesn't need to be... Yeah, so Anduin can save, like, Leap of Faith for someone else. For Chromie Temporal Loop. Might just be a slowing... It might be a slowing Sands game, honestly, though. This could be a slowing Sands game so that they zone the... Yep, there it is. Yep. Storm League Enjoyers, they want to take this 2-1. They want to take this 2-1. This is just a... We click on a target and they die composition. Or at least we want to click on a target and that should die. You're back? I looked up the shipping. It's in your area, but it doesn't have an official like date when it's supposed to arrive. But it's in your area. It's in like the distribution area, the distribution facility for your area. I looked up. I ran to the car during one of the breaks and I got my my receipt. So should be there within the next couple days. Bummed that it didn't arrive yesterday like it was supposed to. That would have been perfect for you. But anyways, glad your family was excited to see you. And Stukov will be banned away. Target banned onto Samuro. Yep. I tried to, as I said, I tried to look and see if like the USPS website had a specific date, but it doesn't. It just says it's in your area. So there's that. Samuro banned away, Stukov banned away, Garrosh, Anduin. What else? Are they gonna look for like a mage here? Sonya Chen. Okay, so auto attack, hyper carry, like maybe like a Greymane or something. Greymane, Vala. It's gonna be a hyper carry Kira. I know it. I got it. No, it'll be a Nova, obviously. Hyper carry Nova. Okay. More CC, slows. I mean, it's a pretty good composition from Storm League Enjoyers. What is this last pick from Vinland Raiders? I don't know what they want to go into, man. I kind of feels like they've drafted themselves into a corner. I don't know.
The hunt is on.
Vision for Zeratul. Okay. I don't hate the Lunara. I'm a little worried about the damage output. It should be fine enough. So there's a squirrel staring at us. We had to stare back to assert dominance. Vinland comp feels so weird. I agree. The Lunara, the tournament portrait and the Lunara just lines up perfectly. All right, start prediction. Which team wins? Cursed Hollow. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Vinland Raider draft. We'll see how it all works out, but I do gotta be honest. This Storm League Enjoyer draft is pretty heckin' good looking. On the left-hand side of the map, we're going to be seeing the members of Vinland Raiders, a Sonya, Garrosh, Lunara, Andu, and Chen. It's just a double bruiser, that's fine, no? No. No, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's just something that just doesn't feel right with the composition. I don't know what to say. I don't know why. Something just don't feel right with the composition. To the right for Storm League Enjoyers, they got that Chromie, Zeratul, Leoric, Deckard, and Varian. Like, that feels like, as I said, click on a target, they die. We will start the prediction after our first mid lane engagement. Deckard supplying some potions. Toss on to Varian. Sonya spears in. Root and boot. Garrosh does go down. First blood over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Lunara has Sentinel Wisp level 1. Sonya holding her level 1. It's actually going to go into Tough as Nails. Zeratul with the Greater Cleave. Time Walker's Pursuit. Sonya currently being run down in bottom lane. I don't know if run down's the right word, but she's being chased in bottom lane. Garrosh gets the ally toss disengage. Who dies, though? Garrosh saves everyone. Garrosh! Just kill the Garrosh. Start prediction. Which team wins Cursed Hollow? BRB soaking. The timing on your message is kind of perfect. You sent that and literally Garrosh dies. All right. So camp grabbed on the left-hand side of the map. Right side bruiser camp for the bottom lane, or excuse me, siege giants for the bottom lane. Let's see. Oh, Zeratul's able to blink away. Garrosh putting the hurt on him, but he's not going to get a kill. Chronic conditions, by the way, for the Chromie at level 2, level 4, however you want to split that. 30% slow to the enemy, 30% movement buff to the allies. Leoric is going to invade this camp onto Sven. We see an assist ping on the way. And it looks like Leoric is going to back off. He's not going to try and pressure this any further. Chen drinks up some brew. Leoric Wraith walks away. No big dealio. All right, we got some odds on the gamble. Thank you all very much. Taunt Varian, Sapphire, and Ruby for the Deckard Can at 1-4. We have the Paralyzing Rage for Leoric that increases his slow from 40% to 60% with that 20 addition. Root onto Chen, Taunt as well. Leap of Faith saves. Chromie continues to supply some sand. Chen looking like he wants to go for a beach. Wants to go to the beach. What's up, Setna? How you doing, bud? But you can't attack the tank. Never hit the tank. They could be mispositioned all the way. They could be completely mispositioned on the map. Never hit tank. Perfectly said. Our Zeratul gets the channel on the objective. Garrosh a little low. Sapphire thrown down. Garrosh baits. Garrosh baits the Varian with that low health bar. Chastise from Anduin. The healing potions are being thrown out. Taunt from Varian as well. The heals are enough, and Chen can't get the kill. Doing great. Thanks for coming by the stream. What's up, Freaky? How you doing today, bud? I'm so excited later. It's not even for the football game. I'm excited to have hot wings. Because I decided to make spicy wings. Because we have there's like a big game today. Oh, the Deckard potion was so close to Zeratul. Unfortunately, he will not be able to heal him up, and Zeratul does go down. 1-2 in kills. And Zanduin's the one to get that last auto attack. Deckard Cain in bottom lane is dead. Is he dead? Body blocks are good. Joanna will take a few tower shots, but yeah, Deckard Cain they're just harassing the old man. Vinland Doom with no wave clear. 0 wave clear on their entire team. I agree, Kenwood. 0. Now there is a bit of a lack. As I said, as we got into this game, I really am not the biggest fan of the Vinland draft. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel. We'll see how it works out. I'll probably be wrong, as I usually am. Chromie gets a heck load of damage into the enemy team. Slowing Sands, Anduin stuck inside of all that. Zeratul jumps in with some big bursting damage attempt. Varian walks right in. Garrosh is the one to go down. Varian to be traded. Zeratul wants to get some revenge from earlier. Can he chase down the Anduin? The heals are pretty good. Singularity Spike is going to be applied, but it will be the Chromie who gets the last shot of sand. And Gaff is able to live, walking his way down to bottom lane. He is revealed, and the channel on the objective does go to the side of Storm League enjoyers. That's gonna be your lunch tomorrow. Wings sound good. Dude, wings, oh man. I'm so excited for wings. And it's a super simple recipe. It's like an hour in the slow cooker on high, an hour in the slow cooker on low, and then I think you throw them in the oven if you want to crisp up the skin a little bit, which I'll probably do. And then I have mac and cheese. I just bought like a Stouffer's mac and cheese that I can pop in the oven. And that takes about an hour, so it'll work out perfectly. Best part about foosball is the food. I would agree. My ex back in high school, her family, like they would always do like big like football watch parties and stuff like that. And I don't care about football. What I love is the food. Some chili, some burgers, some dogs, some wings. Ugh. The family wasn't great, but the food was fantastic. Leorc is gonna be immediately picked off. Slowing Sands go down. This wandering Keg Chen has found the old man that puts him in the corridor. Deckard Cain is definitely going to die. Sonya gets the kill into Zeratul in the back line. The Leap of Faith pulls Garrosh out of a particularly bad situation. Light Bomb will take down this Deckard Cain as Varian tries to jump in, taking down Lunara, or at least dealing some damage onto Lunara, but he'll fall, and it's triple kill to the side of Vinland Raiders. Let's be honest, I'm just gonna order takeaway. Oh, nothing wrong with that, dude. Nothing wrong with that at all. I just don't know any good wing places in the town I live, so I'm just gonna make my own. Also, it's like pretty cheap just to make your own. A pound and some change of wings was like $7. And then I bought some Tapatio, and then I just need butter. And then seasonings I have in the house. So boss top lane, Siege Giants as well. That will be fort to go down. First structure raised by the members of Vinland Raiders. Zeratul tries to jump in onto Sven here. Does have those block stacks at level 1. 13 will be a little bit faster for, for Vinland Raiders. And Chen's still pushing up top lane. Hello?
Gather tribute or face.
Costco has the best wings to make your own? What do you mean? Like, the best quality of, like, party wings? Or, like, they have, like, a pre-made thing that you just pop into, like, an air fryer or something? Did you find the recipe you were looking for? I did. If you'd like it, I can, sorry. We're talking about food. I got distracted. Garrosh will take down Leoric over here. If you remind me after this game, I can post it in chat. It's a very, very simple recipe. Charge, taunt, Chen flying kicks through. Zeratul is able to supply enough damage for Chromie to find the last attack. Leoric finds a really nice entomb onto 2. Sven starts just spinning. We've got a Light Bomb from Anduin. Stay a while and listen will be stalled out as Garrosh gets the ally toss. Big scroll, excuse me, Herodric Cube going out, and that'll be a triple kill overall. Boss in bottom lane, though, was still picked up by the side of Vinland Raiders. 7-7 in kills. Bottom lane fort does go down. Top lane's got a decent wave that needs to be addressed. Ooh, sorry about that lag right there. My apologies. Let me go ahead. I think it's... Yeah, that's why. They have the best quality in the frozen section. I have to go down to Costco kind of soon, so I might stock up on it. Thank you for the recommendation, Patty. By the way, this month the cooking stream is English breakfast with like the fried tomato and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and find the blood sausage, the black pudding. If I can't find it, it is what it is. Next month we're gonna be doing sausages, and in March we're doing a Detroit-style pizza. We're gonna make square pizza. I'm actually kind of excited about it. Leap in from Sonya. Alvarez is the target. We've got to stay a while and listen from Deckard Cain. Sven immediately woken up. That'll be a toss out. The entomb from Leoric is going to be met with a light bomb. Garrosh is still stuck inside. Leap of Faith is going to be a Kaimo cleanse. Wandering Keg from Chen allows him to disengage. Taunt from Varian on to Sven. The slow is good from Leoric. Is there enough damage from Chromie? Yes, Sonya's going to the beach. And Curse to the side of our red team. What are they going to do with this? They've got a huge wave in bottom lane, but Lunara, Chen should be able to clear this out. Actually, Chen's already down in bottom lane working on this, so mid lane fort shall go down. Leoric is managing top lane. Yeah, I need to do what Desert Jester does and just go to Costco, drop the $200 or something on just meat, and then split it up and freeze it, and I'll have meat set for like 3 months at least. I really just need to do that. It's probably the most cost-efficient way to shop at Costco. Or at least for me. Alright, so mid-fort goes down. Leoric's pushing up top lane onto this one as well. Bosses are about a minute away on the top right and about 2 minutes on the bottom lane. Zeratul, I think, is anchoring a bit here in the rotation. Just trying to get some scouting if the enemy team is rotating to top. Garrosh does see the shimmer. Minion wave will confirm the fort. And 30 seconds on boss over here on the top right. Came to be grabbed for mid lane. Matching Bruiser Camp from the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Okay, it's even Talontiers. We got this full blood craze or bloodthirst build. Mithril Mace on the Leoric. We've got the Void Slash on our Zeratul. Lands the Singularity Spike. Wandering Keg and Leap of Faith is forced out. We do have Glyph of Faith level 16. Let's take a look at the Anduin really quickly. He's got one charge. He just used another one. Or he just used one. So he's probably somewhere in the 14-minute mark in-game time, roughly. He'll probably have his second charge back. No boss started. Foster Farms Buffalo Wings. They come unsauced, and they just have buffalo packets. The quality is so good. Ooh, sesame ginger wings from Friendsgiving. Okay, thank you for the recommendation. Foster Farms, I know Foster Farms. That's a really good brand. I think that's actually the brand I bought my... That's the wing brand that I bought my... No, I bought Rayleigh's brand because it was cheaper. It was like $1 or $2 cheaper. So the boss is taken down in top lane. No invade. Garrosh gets a groundbreaker. Chen with the flank, but he's not able to get a wandering keg in there in time. He did have it off cooldown. So boss in top. There's an objective up and available in the bottom right of the map. Boss down over here is up as well. And structurally, the map is looking good for Storm League enjoyers. 9-7 in kills, favoring the members of our red team. Do they start this? They do. Banner goes down, slowing sands. I think Garrosh is going to be scouted on the left-hand side of this. I think they did see him step out for a moment. Boss in top lane, they'll see the Sonya. They'll also see Lunar on her way. Boss in bottom will not be invaded in time by a wandering keg from Chen. So double boss, as the top one did get cleared out, got little to no value, I believe, in the lane. As 20 talent here is about a half a level. Maybe a little bit more than that, but good chunk of experience to level 20 for Storm League enjoyers. Currently in the driver's seat of this map number 3 in the lower bracket semifinal. As a reminder, the winner of this best of 3 goes on to the lower bracket final, and the winner of that goes on to the grand final. We still have a best of 3 and a best of 5 coming up after this. A lot of good content today. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, we got to do our spiel. If you're watching here on Twitch, be sure to follow the stream. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always much appreciated. As we do stream 6 days a week, and we do average around 6 hours per stream. So it's a lot of good content for $5.99 a month. If you're watching over on the side of YouTube, thank you so very much. If you would if you subscribe and like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video so we can grow our YouTube page a little bit further. I have one video every single day going up on YouTube. As of today, yesterday's matches have already started going up or being released. So the first best of 3 from yesterday is already up on YouTube as of 4 minutes ago. Because all my videos always go up at 9 a.m. my time. Stay well and listen from the Decker King catches the Sonya. There's a wandering keg getting some displacement. The light bomb is not going to get the stun into Chromie, but she still gets annihilated with nearly full HP. God dang, the Nexus Force is a little too strong right there. Stay well and listen, respect the elderly was the 20. Decker Kane throws out a Herodric Cube, but it looks like there's a Sapphire applied to it, so the Orc will still be picked off. It's a double kill in favor of Vinland Raiders, and not really sure how that all went so sideways. Chromie did go for her upgrade on the Unraveling, or the Slowing Sands upgrade. We've got Twilight Falls for the Zeratul, Buried Alive, the Yoriks, Respect the Elderly, and Glory to the Alliance. On the opposing side of things, it is Ignore Pain for the Sonya, Death Wish for the Garrosh, increase the duration of Warlord's Challenge by 0.5 seconds if a hero is killed while taunted by Warlord's Challenge. Its cooldown is reduced by 45 seconds, which means it's on a 5-second cooldown. So you also increase the taunt duration by 0.5, so it's a 2.5 second taunt. Light Bomb with the Inner Fire gives 50 armor, but you also get the 40% movement speed. We've got the Boundless Stride for Lunara as the curse comes through in favor of Vinland Raiders. And Chen will go for Purifying Brew. It's going to allow him to have the Unstoppable for 1.5 seconds after casting Fortified Brew. Alright, let's pull away talents here as I just kind of went through all that. Leoric is pushing up the bottom lane. Mid lane is going to be losing a fort here. 45 seconds left on this curse as the fort does go down. Singularity Spike thrown out, but no teleport in. Sonya's going to start splitting towards bottom lane. She'll get the vision. The Orc is already back into top lane, soaking up for the allies. What foods are associated with Detroit? I like to make something from whatever the team I'm rooting for is from. Detroit style pizza is that's my #1. Coney dogs are Detroit style. The reason that they're Detroit style is because it's more of a sauce than like a chili. That one's a little complex. I feel like, honestly, if you wanted to make something, probably Detroit style pizza is probably the easiest thing to do. Pasties are a big thing in Michigan overall if you want to make pasties. It is, it's not like a Michigan delicacy, but it's big in Michigan because there was a large mining community from the UK, I believe, and that's what brought that over. There's almond boneless chicken, which is a Detroit-style Chinese dish. What else is there? from Detroit. I'm trying to think like everything off the top of my head. I don't know if a Hani is Detroit stuff. If that's a, but there's Coney Island Hani. It's a type of sandwich. That one's like really popular. It's a pita sandwich. Oh yeah, so there you go. Yeah, a Hani, Hani. The Hani, or a chicken finger pita wrap, is a sandwich from Detroit made from fried chicken, lettuce, tomato, cheese, mayonnaise, and wrapped in pita bread. Hani's like, you go like, so you know like Germans will be like, you go out to the bar and then you go get like kebab afterwards. Getting drunk and getting a Hani from Coney Island, like that's the thing you do in Detroit. Actually, that's probably the easiest thing to do, Setna. Because it's chicken fit, like that's very easy to do. Like a Detroit style pizza's a little involved. You gotta make dough, you gotta let it rise, you gotta let it rest, you gotta do all that stuff. Chicken Hani, or a chicken finger pita. That man, those things hit so good. That would be my recommendation. That sounds good. Yeah, glad to help. Because like Coney dogs, you just can't get it right. Like Coney dogs, I've never seen anyone make a good copy of a Coney dog outside of like a restaurant or something. And the reason is like I found a copycat recipe and it's basically beef, cow heart. So it's beef and cow heart. And then instead of using like lard, you're using suet, which is well, I guess it is like a lard, but it's a specific type of, it's fat from the loin. It's like a specific location where they're getting the fat from the cow. And that's a shitload of saltines to make it that thick sauciness. That's the only, I have not tried that recipe because I can't find ground cow heart, nor can I find suet. But I can find cow heart, and my neighbor was like, I do have a grinder if you want to borrow it. So maybe one day, but I'm not sure yet. Wandering Keg is attempted. We did have a little bit of a pause right there. There was a DC, but we're back into the game. Thank you all for your patience. 9-9 in kills, 21 apiece in levels. Actually, it's 21-22. Slowly but surely, Storm League enjoyers will get that. Toss into Leoric. He immediately Wraith walks away. Chromie answers with a bunch of sand. Leap of Faith will pull Garrosh out of the scroll of ceiling from Deckard Cain. Groundbreaker going fishing. Lunara using a leaping strike. She did have that Boundless Stride level 20, so she's got the ability to use it on allies. That's a leap in from Sonya. She's going to be hit with a Respect the Elderly. She did activate her Ignore Pain level 20. The Orc with a big slow, but he's gapped his team a little bit. Chromie's still trying to chase in. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Applied to Sven. Zeratul blinks in. He's going to be taunted. He's going to be thrown in front of the fort front gate, but he gets the blink back. Zeratul, somehow, someway, is living, and Gaff is the one to go down. Garrosh to get picked off as well. Gaff has a lot of damage over time, and it will be a pick onto Chen. 3 kills in quick succession. They're going to take the sidewall. They're going for mid-keep. They want to end this right here, right now on the side of Storm League enjoyers. Mid-keep has fallen. The core is exposed. Lunara, Anduin trying to make the most titanic. Time to make a humongous, an astronomical defense, but unfortunately, the hypercarry Lunara composition just did not carry its weight, and that will be Storm League enjoyers taking map number 3, Cursed Hollow, and they've made their way into the lower bracket finals of the Banshee Cup qualifier number 1. Probably easier to make Skyline. Yeah, but Skyline chili is dog crap. It's basically beef lard. Yeah. But like the specific name is suet. That's where I was trying to find that specific thing, and I haven't found that anywhere. I guess I could try and ask my butcher. I could try and ask the butcher and see if he has any recommendations. How do you make Skyline chili? You brown beef, and then you add in a pound of sugar. That's Skyline chili. Oh, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. A teaspoon. 14, not even 14 grams. That's too many.